Hi again, Gregg Bell, the News Tribune here at the Oakland Coliseum. Seahawks complete the preseason 4-0 for the first time since 2013. I think you can remember what happened in that season. Seahawks won their only Super Bowl that year. They won 17-13 tonight against the Raiders. It was a comeback engineered by Austin Davis, who took the team 75 yards in the last 3.5 minutes. A touchdown pass to Kenny Lawler with 1:10 left. I think Austin Davis has won the #2 quarterback job. He's a veteran, experienced, part-time starter in this league with Cleveland and with the St. Louis Rams. Once beat the Seahawks, actually, when he was playing for the Rams. He brings experience and a savviness that Jermaine Boykin does not. Sure, Boykin can run, he can make plays with his feet, extend plays, but he had a couple very poor decisions that had to be alarming to the Seahawks coaches tonight. 2 interceptions in the first half, one a forced pass as he was getting hit well over Lawler's head, about 5 yards past him. And then the second one was the most egregious to Pete Carroll. A turnover in the red zone. He stared down Lawler on an in route, allowed the defender to make up ground and knew the pass was coming. Raider stepped in front of Lawler for the easy interception at about the 10-yard line to ruin another chance for the Seahawks to score a touchdown. Boykin did score a touchdown pass in the first quarter, but that's because the Raider defender fell down and left Smith, the wide receiver for the Seahawks, wide open for an easy score. Boykin's passer rating the last 2 preseason games, 40.6. Austin Davis, 10 of 16 tonight for 102 yards, and again the winning drive at the end, no turnovers. And I think Seahawks are going to go for experience and steadiness and trust. Pete Carroll has talked before about how intelligent Davis is. Let's face it though, if Russell Wilson isn't playing in the regular season, the Seahawks are in huge trouble anyway. But I think they're going to go with 2 quarterbacks and Davis be the #2. Other things after the game, Jermaine Kearse talked, said he has not heard from the Seahawks at all about his future. He's heard and read and knows all about the trade rumors from the ESPN report yesterday. He says, obviously, I want to stay here with my hometown team. He just doesn't know. He hopes to have that discussion before Saturday's cutdown day, he said. He also told me when I asked, do you think that you've earned the trust of the team? He certainly has had it with Russell Wilson. And he says, I know what I put out there. I know what I've done for this team. I know what I put out there. And he does think that holds some weight in this decision. Trading him, of course, is going to be a very tricky proposition. His contract, $2.2 million in base salary this year, $5 million for next year. It's tough for a team to take that on at this time of year, right before final roster cutdowns. But it's also true that this time of year when there are trade rumors leaked out, it's usually from the team, an agent, or a friend of a player, or someone who's trying to give a heads up to the rest of the league that this player may be about to be released. DeAndre Elliott, you saw him get carted off. Not good. Broken right ankle. He'll be out for the year, so he won't be part of the roster. The cornerback who actually finished that playoff loss in January in Atlanta at corner because Deshaun Shedd had ripped out his knee. Other things in the roster battle that I saw, Tanner McAvoy dropped a pass early in the game that's not going to help his cause. The offensive line looks set, as I've written about this week. Mark Lewinsky started at right guard, which pretends that he'll be starting there against Green Bay September 10th. Luke Joeckel took the night off. As you saw, every Seahawks starter except 4 on the offensive line took the night off. Joeckel was resting a knee after giving treatment on that all week. Michael Bennett and Cliff Averill were back from their Regenikine treatments that Joeckel also had. Tyler Lockett was back and wearing a hoodie, but all 3 of those guys didn't play. Russell Wilson didn't play. He palled around with Marshawn Lynch before the game, who also didn't play. It was a JV game, for sure, as most preseason exhibitions are, but there were no signs of most starters except for the Seahawks' 4 offensive linemen. Saturday cutdown day. Saturday afternoon, this team's got to get from 90 players to 53. Guys that I think, Amara Darboh tonight had his first 3 catches. I think he's going to make the roster because he's a 3rd-round pick. I think Tremaine Brock's going to make the roster as a nickelback. And the rumors and reports from the NFL Network today are that the Seahawks are also trying to shop Jeremy Lane, which is an even harder proposition because Lane has a $4 million guaranteed contract that not many people want to pick up in the start of September. You can read all about my coverage on thenewstribune.com and on Twitter at GBellSeattle. The next big event, of course, as I said, the roster cut-down day on Saturday. Then 8 days after that, the season opener at Lambeau Field. Thanks for watching.